Hello class, hope you all are fine. So today we are going to continue our third chapter, material properties. Page number 94, metal elements. Metals are minerals like iron or lead that are found underground in rocks. These are separate from the rocks using heat. Metals are very useful materials. Metals have many properties such as strength, toughness and stiffness. When heated, metals can be shaped into anything from a tiny paperclip to a huge aircraft. They are also good conductor of electricity and heat, which make them useful for electrics and cooking pans. Shiny metals like gold and silver are used to make jewelry. Do you use a phone, travel by bus or bicycle, wear jewelry? All of these contain metals. About three quarters of the 92 animals that are found naturally on earth are metals. Metals have similar physical properties to each other. Their properties make them useful. Physical properties of metals. Physical properties of metals are high melting and boiling point, shiny, sonorous, conductors of heat and electricity, strong, hard, dense, high density, malleable, and ductile. State and appearance. Many metals have high melting and boiling point except mercury because mercury are in the solid state at 20 degrees centigrade. All metals are shiny when you first cut them or if you rub them with sandpaper. After a while, most metals go dull on the outside. But gold and platinum are always shiny. That's why they make such good jewelry. Sonority. Sonorous metals means a deep, full, pleasing and imposing sound. It is one of the physical properties of a metal through which a sound is produced when metal is hit. It means when you hit a metal, it's make a ringing sound. Conduction of heat and electricity. Heat move from place to place. We call that heat transfer. There are three ways heat can move or transfer from place to another, and one of those waves is called conduction. Conduction is when heat move from one object to another object through direct touch. For instance, one piece of metal could conduct heat from another piece of metal if the two are touching. Conduction also refers to when heat moves between atoms and molecules that are touching. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. This means the heat and electricity travel through metal easily. Some metals conduct electricity better than others. The best are copper and silver. The best conductor of heat are copper and gold. Other properties. Many metals are strong. We need a lot of force to break them. Many metals are hard. It is not easy to scratch them. Many metals have high density. They feel heavy for their size. When a car crashes, its metal's body does not break into lots of little pieces. It just bends. What happens if you drop a glass of water? Yes, it is break because glass is breakable. What about a steel glass? Does it break? When it is dropped, steel is a metal and so it won't break. This is one of the property of metal. Metals cannot be broken but their shape can be changed. If heat or pressure is applied, metals can be drawn into wires, flaunted into sheets and molded into different shapes. Metals are maneuverable refers to the property of a metal that allow it to be beaten into sheets. It means they can be hammered into shape without cracking. Ductile refers to the property of metals that allow it to be stretched or drawn out into wire. It means they can be pulled out to make wires. Using metals. Metal elements do not have exactly the same properties as each other. The properties of a particular metal explain how we use it. Gold. Gold is a shiny yellow metal. It is maneuverable and ductile and stays shiny in air and water. Gold is found in rocks throughout the world, but in most cases the amount of gold is so small that it is not visible. It is therefore not easy to get it out of the rock. But gold is often found in rock that also has copper and lead. Gold is very soft. It can be hammered into very tiny sheets and formed into many shapes. It also conducts electricity very well. Gold has been used to make beautiful objects since ancient time. Many of these objects still survive and can be seen in museums. Today, gold is often used to make jewelry. Because it is so soft, gold is often combined with another metal to make jewelry. Gold is also used in electronics. because electricity flows through it very well. Gold has been used as money as well. In ancient time, it was made into coins. Today, most money is made of other material, but government and banks keep large amount of gold in the form of bars. Iron metal, and it is makes up most of the earth inner and outer core, and it is also a major part of earth crust. Iron is even found in the sun, stars, and some planets too. In its pure form, iron is soft and has a grayish color. After combining with other metals like carbon, iron becomes very hard and strong. Iron rusts very easily and it is the most magnetic of all the metals. Iron is combined with carbon to make a metal called steel, which humans have now been producing for over 5,000 years. Steel is used to make cars, ships, buildings, tools, pots, and pans, and even more. Non-matter elements, page number 96. The elements of life, only about 20 elements are not matter, but they are very important. Every living thing is made mostly from non-matter elements joined together to make substance with particular physical properties. Your muscles are mainly made of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and sulfur. The picture shows the element that make up the body of a 50 kg person. Physical properties of non-metals: low boiling and melting points, not shining or dull, brittle, cannot conduct electricity. Gold is very soft. It can be hammered into very tiny sheets and formed into many shapes. It also conducts electricity very well. Gold has been used to make beautiful objects since ancient time. Many of these objects still survive and can be seen in museums. Today, gold is often used to make jewelry. Because it is so soft, gold is often combined with another metal to make jewelry. Gold is also used in electronics because electricity flows through it very well. Gold has been used as money as well. In ancient time, it was made into coins. Today, most money is made of other material, but government and banks keep large amount of gold in the form of bars. Solid non-matter elements: a few non-metals like sulfur, carbon, and phosphorus exist as solid at 20 degrees centigrade. Most are not shiny, they are usually brittle, which means that they break easily. If you hit them with a hammer, you cannot bend solid non-matter. Most non-matter do not conduct electricity. Carbon. Carbon is made up of just one type of atom. This means carbon is an element. Carbon atoms are arranged in a regular pattern, meaning carbon is solid at room temperature. Depending on its form, carbon has different properties. Diamond. Diamond is transparent. It can be cut into shapes that sparkle for jewelry. It is also extremely hard, making it perfect for drills. Graphite. The atoms in graphites are arranged in layers that slide over each other. This makes graphite slippery. It is sometimes used instead of oil to lubricate logs. Graphite is the only non-metal element that conducts electricity. Metalloids. The metalloids are a group of elements in the periodic table. They are located to the right of the post-transition metals and to the left of the non-metals. Metalloids have some properties in common with metals and some in common with non-metals. The elements that are generally considered metalloids include boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, and antimony. Computers and cell phones rely on microchips. These are electronic circuits made with tiny pieces of the element silicon. Silicon is a semiconductor. It conducts electricity less well than matter, but better than non-matter. Silicon exists as a shiny gray solid at 20 degrees centigrade. It is not bendy, but brittle. It smashes easily if you hit it with a hammer. Its brittleness makes it more like a non-matter than a matter. But silicon conducts electricity, which is what matter do. Scientists clarify silicon as a metalloid or semi-metal. Now class open page number 100, metal alloys. What is an alloy? An alloy is a substance made of two or more metals or of a metal and non-metallic materials. To make an alloy, the ingredients are melted and mixed together. When the mixture cools, it hardens. Alloys are generally most useful than pure metals. Pure metals may rust or wear away easily. They may also be too softened to hold a shape, but mixing other substance with a pure metal often result in a hard and strong substance. Now let's see example of aeroplane. Aeroplane are mainly metal. The lighter an aeroplane, the less fuel it needs. So engineers choose low density metal for aeroplane bodies. Most aeroplane bodies contain lots of aluminum, but they are not made of pure aluminum. The pure metal is too weak. Aluminum mixed with a small amount of other metals such as zinc, copper or magnesium is stronger. Steel. Steel is one of the most important modern alloys. Steel is a mixture of iron, carbon, and other substances. Steel is useful in building, construction, and many other industries. Another important modern alloy contains aluminum and a small amount of copper or other substance. Aircraft and other vehicles are often made of aluminum alloys. Explaining alloy properties. In a pure metal, the particles are arranged in layers. The diagram shows part of the particle arrangement in pure iron. The layers of particles slide over each other easily. This means that pure iron is soft and weak. Particles of iron and the other elements in steel have different sizes. In steel, particles of the other elements get between the iron particles. The layer of iron particles can no longer slide over each other easily. This makes steel harder and stronger than pure iron. Bronze. Mixing the metals copper and tin create bronze. Bronze, like other mixtures of metal, is called an alloy. Bronze is harder and stronger than copper. It also does not wear away as easily as either copper or tin. For these reasons, bronze is often used to make tools and machinery. Bronze is also used to make electrical hardware, springs, and coins. Bronze has been the most popular metal for making statues and other artistic objects since an ancient time. Workers make bronze by adding a small amount of melted tin to a large amount of melted copper. Workers may also add other metals to the bronze to make alloys that are better for certain uses. For example, adding a little bit of lead to copper and tin makes the bronze slippery. This type of bronze is used to make machine parts that slide against each other. Bronze is an excellent material for making statues, bells, and other artistic objects. Home assignment. Answer the following question in your notebook. Home assignment. Answer the following question in your notebook.